I'm glad you mentioned like the whole director, how you saw them as, coming on board and being like you said, like just yelling and line and make sure it's like this and, why are you late? And,
Yeah.
but my whole thing, it's kind of what I always want to use, even when I get into bigger budget films is, that approachability, that comfortability, as long as everyone respects me or respects the story and the crew and, the cast, there should be no issues, right? And that goes for me as well. I have to respect the people that I'm dealing with and the story itself. But when you came on board, the reason why I'm so personable and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I start like talking to you about random stuff is I put myself in your shoes. Like I was nervous too that day. And I said to myself, this guy's coming. Who knows if it's one of his first projects. But just empathizing with you and saying it's nerve wracking, to be, it's hard work enough to be behind the scenes, but imagine like being in front of the camera and capturing everything. You could slow down a whole production if you're not on your A game or if,
Yeah.
you're just really nervous. And my whole thing is, yeah, there's obviously going to be nerves, but if we can avoid it or minimize it by being, just good people, like there's no need to be assholes. Like
Yeah.
if you come on set, right, and you're already like you have an air about you, yeah, of course you're going to get that energy back because we're going to say, okay, like bring it. But if you're coming on being very humble, like, hey guys, pleasure to work with you. Let me know if you need any help. And you're just a grounded guy. Like I love that about you. So I kind of use that same approach with you. And I said, we're on the same boat. We're just trying to kill it and make it happen. And I think it's important because that energy is conveyed through the lens, right? Like people watching the film, they're not going to see my energy. They're going to see it like how I shoot it or how I direct it, but they're going to see mostly your energy, right? And they're going to see if you were comfortable enough to perform on set. So I think that's very important, and I think that's something I would advise in my little experience that I have so far as a director is anyone pursuing the field or is in the field right now. I think it's always important to respect not only the story but the people that are involved. So
Yes.
that's why you had us act the way we did, man, and we're so grateful that you were on board. Kosa Caraway and Danny Mariathis, they creators, the writers of the project,
Yeah.
and they told me about you and they were really excited to have you on board.